Elon Musk has now postponed his planned visit to India. Tesla chief Elon Musk said that he has in fact postponed his trip to India due to very heavy Tesla obligation a day before his visit was expected to begin. Now, Musk, who owns Tesla as well as SpaceX, was to meet Prime Minister Modi during his two-day visit, also announced investment plans for his businesses in India. Elon Musk was expected to announce about $2 to $3 billion worth investments in India, with his likely visit marking breakthroughs for Tesla as well as Starlink. Now, Tesla is looking for newer markets amid sales slowdown in the US and China, and India among potential markets for Tesla, especially after the government lowered taxes on imported cars for companies that decide to invest locally. What's happening to Tesla's plans now and whether they will go through as is? To discuss that, we have Gaurav Vangal, who is an Associate Director, S&P Global, joining us here on the show. Karthik Krishna continues to be with me. Gaurav, thank you for taking time out. Is Tesla's chiefs coming or not coming to India going to decide the fate of Tesla cars? Whether Tesla cars will come or not come? Any clarity on that just as yet?
I think they will come. This just a minor bump in between. I think it has got delayed, but they will come. For now, I believe that if not today, maybe later part of the year or maybe next year, India is the market which you cannot ignore in the long term. Not only Tesla, I think multiple companies, those who are sitting on the fence, they will come to India back.
Okay. You know, Karthik, this is an important story because we've been tracking this story for a week now, up until whether he'll come or not come. That wasn't really the question. The question was, when will Elon Musk arrive? He was expected to come on 21st, 22nd, the intervening night. He decided last minute to ditch, to cancel plans, of course, weighing heavy on his current obligations at Tesla. I want to understand from you, what's exactly happening at Tesla at the moment? What is keeping Elon Musk busy?
I mean, I think the heavy obligations obviously come with a lot of weight for Elon Musk. To begin with, you know, look at the route on the Tesla stock. So from its peak of over $400 a piece in November 2021, Tesla's share today is trading at about $147, right? So it has lost value, and that loss of value comes by way of multiple decisions, rightly or wrongly, taken by Elon Musk, more wrongly I would say than rightly, simply because Tesla has not been able to keep pace with the growth of the electric mobility space in the US. So in the US, for example, the space has grown by about 2.3% or so, 2.6% if I'm not mistaken, but Tesla's market share has declined from about 62% to about 51%. And that growth has actually been enjoyed more by his rivals, which include BYD, but not just BYD, which is a lower cost electric vehicle selling in the US and in China, which are also Tesla's key markets, but also by the likes of Hyundai, by the likes of Kia and Rivian, as well as the age-old American-built Ford, which are all foraying into electric mobility and pretty much beating Elon Musk to his game. This is one part of the story, right? There are issues with Cybertruck. There are his own paycheck issues of about $56 billion or so. All that aside, the larger question which comes to mind with the timing of Elon Musk ditching India last minute is that could there possibly be a rethink where Elon Musk does not want to commit the $2 billion, $3 billion to India just as yet. Number one, he could be waiting for the election to be over and the next government to come and resume office. Is there going to be continuity of policy or not? Could be something that may be weighing on Elon Musk's mind right now. The other thing could be, again, as part of the whole policy continuity framework, would India want to incentivize non-EV cleaner fuel vehicles like hybrids and flex fuels pretty much in the same manner as it is incentivizing electric vehicles, pure play electric vehicles right now, which means the competitive landscape changes. India's target of 30% passenger vehicles to be electric by 2030 includes the non-electric cleaner fuels, including hybrids and flex fuels as well. Nitin Gadkari, India's road minister, had about 2 weeks ago mentioned that after his government resumes office for the third term, they are going to come down heavily against ICE engines, both petrol and diesel. So that competition could come by way of, like I mentioned, hybrid and flex fuels as well, making EV perhaps not as lucrative as Elon Musk would have wanted it to be. At the same time, you also know for a fact that India's whole ancillary ecosystem is still under development. There are markets outside of India which have a more flourishing ecosystem, which includes Vietnam, to my mind, with VinFast making lower cost electric mobility options available for markets within Vietnam and outside as well. So that plug and play model may exist in markets outside of India, where at a time when Tesla is losing market share, not selling as many cars, and the stock under pressure by way of margins, by way of reduced cost in competition to BYD, would Elon Musk want to make such heavy commitments, investments in a more nascent market? Could be something weighing down on Elon Musk.
All right.
Now.
Gaurav, do you agree with that assessment? Perhaps Elon Musk having a cold feet at this point, not sure whether there'll be continuity of policy. There are elections. And perhaps he's looking to make that trip to India after elections, when he knows for sure that the government is firm in its footing when it comes to an EV policy, and decides on whether it wants flex fuel hybrid vehicles to be the future or whether EV thrust will continue.
I think somewhat I agree with this, but only on the part of the Indian government side. So Indian government is looking to bring, I think they are looking to bring the stability in the policies, and I think their view towards EVs has remained optimistic, and I think they're going to continue this stand for the mid to long term. I do not see, even though they are looking to develop the flex fuel side, they are looking to develop other alternative fuels also. But I would say that EV policy will remain in focus for the government. That's why we are currently going through a phase where every day their new announcement come from the government, or some of the collaborations come from the government, or some different departments every day.
Okay, but what makes you so sure that Tesla is coming and Elon Musk is coming? This could be it. Perhaps he's not coming back. He's not so sure about India as a market.
No. I don't think so. I don't think so. India is the market. India is the market. If not today, maybe in the mid to long term, India is the market.
Okay, we don't know if, Krishna, if Elon Musk thinks India is the market, whether he's looking at other cheaper alternatives. Mexico is a place that he's currently drawing up plans for. Could be some other region in Southeast Asia. What's actually happening here? It's very difficult to really understand what's going on in his mind. It has always been, but this sudden cancellation is a big bummer.
Right, it's true, but the thing is that he's actually facing first and foremost problems within the first market he began with, and that is the US market, and that's what Karthik has been talking about as well. So, you know, when your primary market is under trouble and you're facing a huge wave of competition in your secondary market, which is China, then India becomes a third priority at this stage, and even as he's considering many other third priorities. So I'd say that the slowdown in EV sales in the US is a huge factor bearing in the mind of Elon Musk at this point. I mean, he needs to fix that first. How is he going to make sure that Tesla continues to sell well? You're talking about a stock that's tanked 40% on Wall Street. It's incredible for a stock like Tesla, which was leading the pack on Wall Street as far as electric vehicle stocks are concerned. And fact of the matter is that electric vehicle stocks across the board on Wall Street have been down because sales have been down. And China, which is again a huge market, the problem is that there's too many cooks spoiling the broth for somebody like Tesla because there's too many options available. You know, you have a phone maker like Xiaomi now introducing their own electric vehicle in the China market. So, you know, he has to find ways to, first of all, stabilize, his primary and secondary market. And probably that's the reason why he's, I'd say he's rethinking how and when to enter India and not whether.
Okay, how and when to enter. Karthik, we were discussing this early in the morning. This is not going to go down well with a lot of policymakers. Automobile players in India were actually prepared to meet Elon Musk. There were meetings that were planned. There were invitations which were sent out. This is not going to go down very well. Do you think perhaps an announcement could be made which could be done in a manner that does not get the eyeballs? Tesla may just make that announcement by way of representatives without Elon's presence here in India.
I mean, all in the realm of speculation. Honestly, I can't really get into his mind and answer whether he will make an announcement remotely or not. I think the timing of, let's say, somebody like Rohan Patel quitting is also a little circumspect. He quit. He was the VP Public Policy, pretty much instrumental in the negotiations between Tesla and the Indian government. and a breakthrough by way of that new EV policy, which came down from 100% to 15% for Tesla cars. Many in the corridors referring to it as the Tesla policy. And also somebody who was instrumental in looking at a lower cost electric vehicle from the Tesla stable, quitting practically less than a week before Elon Musk's arrival into India, is also something which is a bit circumspect in terms of the timing. But like I mentioned, I think it's all in the realm of speculation. If Elon Musk would have given another definite date that, you know, I'm pushing my plans by a week, I'm pushing my plans by a month, I'm pushing my plans by a quarter, it would have made sense. But, you know, a more indefinite statement that there are heavy Tesla obligations, I mean, these obligations honestly did not emerge out of nowhere on the 20th of April, right? They have been in the making for at least the last 6 months or so. I think the trend line was fairly clear. And then last minute cancelling his plan to India, does not really make you believe with confidence that in the near future he is going to come and make a commitment. I mean, that commitment could be coming, but how soon? We really don't know. My guess right now, and again, just a pure guess at this moment, would be definitely not before elections are over and a new government or a renewed term for the existing government is decided upon by India.
Well, all that hullabaloo and hopefully all for nothing. We will see Tesla coming to India very soon. We don't know, everything in the realm of speculation. What we do know so far is that Elon Musk is not coming, at least for now. He has postponed his planned trip up until the end of this year. Gaurav, thank you very much, sir, for taking time out. Thank you for joining us here on Newsline.